Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers would love nothing more than to finish out today's game with a second notch in that win column. It's the Saints going up against the Panthers. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. As they run left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And that leads to a Carolina first down.
It should go without saying that anytime you run the football well and gain a nice chunk of yardage, that means the offensive line did their job and did it really well. But let's give them a little more credit than that. Because all week long, offensive line meetings, they're going over adjustments, counters, when line shifts, all those things that go along with it. And yet, you still have to be physical. And that's what they did on the first play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Osweiler on 2nd down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Osweiler on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
On 3rd down, Osweiler gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
That's fielded in the end zone. And with a new rule that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller. Try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
To throw now on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that leads to a New Orleans first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him. Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
They'll look to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like it
can't find anyone, and down he goes. Osweiler sacked. Aaron Donald continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 12 yards is the pickup there, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on second and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on third down.
From the gun on third down, Osweiler. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. A big play there for Carolina. 51 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Osweiler. That's complete right around the 8. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and left. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Osweiler now to throw on third down. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
A lot of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Osweiler. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone. Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went.
Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if the quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the offense dealing with a 3rd and 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, Osweiler. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They come out here in the eye. They run the counter now on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. And he gets it to Funchess, complete. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Ought to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slant route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that, decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown of Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story. Allowed his parents to come see him play a lot easier. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
They go play action with Osweiler. This will be caught at the 2. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Osweiler. That's caught at the 1. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Their big tight end. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This will be taken about the 12. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learn that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team to a successful drive.
Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught left side by Cooks. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got room. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Coach hinted to us that we may see some old power football here in this game. We got a taste of it on that first down run.
I love how he handed it to us, and then when we were watching practice, we were watching what they call inside drill with the offensive and defensive line, and they kept putting more defenders on the other side and saying, block that. I don't care how many guys are in there. I want to run the football this week. And, boy, it has paid off for them in this game.
And an alley to run. Cut back, left sideline. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get 17 yards there. And the Saints are going to get a first down.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
LR, plenty to show in this one.
Going to be a busy man at intermission. They'll set up to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And a loose football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Fresh set of downs here. On 1st and 10, it's Osweiler. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll come out in the pistol. Play action. It's Osweiler. Deep drop. And his throw is incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And it's 3rd and short. Good job by the O-line. Quarterback had time to go through his checks. That's one you need to take advantage of.
A perfect situation, and they're unable to take advantage of it. When you have that much time to scan the field, you have to find an open receiver.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll drop to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Second down, sacked by the defense. What type of pressure will they bring here on 3rd? We'll see.
Here we go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for the deep ball. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Cooks in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached Jeez, they don't even want to let their guys get a drink of water. All right, third quarter. Let's get to it. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turned that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
He'll look to throw. They'll lock him with a grab over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll roll him out right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with...
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they'll get set here looking for the two-point conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will dive into the end zone, and the two-point conversion is successful. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come up in an offset eye. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack. And it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. Now back to throw. Surveying the field. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And that one good for 16 yards and a first. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll look to throw now on first down. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Not a lot of dance steps in that run. That's much more like being that bowling ball, just going down and scattering some pins, breaking through contact, breaking through tackles, and he knows how to finish a run.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Michael Pruitt, the big tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And some space here. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Panthers. 62 yards on the ground. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Panthers are once again going to retake the lead. He's got the hat trick now of rushing touchdowns. Also has his team the advantage.
And I'm looking at it 2 ways here. If I'm on defense, I don't care what they do now. I commit as many people as it takes to slowing him down running the football. Even if they want to hit me over the top on play action, I just don't let him beat me that way anymore. And if I'm him, I'm in the huddle calling the plays myself. I don't care what play call comes in. I tell my quarterback, guess what? You're handing it to me again.
And if I'm the quarterback, I'm saying, okay, that sounds good, right?
Smart quarterback.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 15 yards through the air on a first down. And now this is back-to-back weeks that he has treated us with a really solid performance.
We know he's great. We expect it. But this is pretty special what we're watching here. We're watching a guy in total command of every situation, throwing the ball well, guiding his team, moving them. This is a whole lot of fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun last week. Sometimes it feels like we're at all these games.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Back to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete. 15 yards through the air on a first down. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. He'll look to throw. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. A good pickup there at 22.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moved.
And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. First down and goal, the offense knocking on the door. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Second and 10, it's Osweiler again. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
Here's Osweiler over the middle here to Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Funchess with a catch over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third down now following the completed pass.
All right, here we go.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
I know anytime you watch a team run the ball really well, there's some pinball effect, people bouncing off of each other. There's also some things of beauty in there. You see these nice, explosive, strong runs. And this guy, he knows how to...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Their big tight end. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the fourth.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
He's got time. He's going to take another shot here. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so. When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun on third down, Osweiler. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. And it brings up fourth down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they run successful.
Returnable for Lockett. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that'll bring up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go. Blue landed. Blue landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the fourth quarter, and they got a big one.
And such a close game, a very big one. And able to find Dorsett. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A beautiful fake. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They isolate Hopkins on the left side. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield. for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Caught left side Hopkins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And back at the 8 now. 3rd and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Their big tight end. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. They've got a situation where a field goal ties it. How do you defend this? Because you obviously don't want to give up the touchdown. How aggressive do you get?
That's always the key, isn't it? Where is the line on aggressiveness to over-aggressiveness? And I think most coordinators are looking at it like run your regular defense, add some pressure.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. He's back to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was Corey Brown, and it's 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And it's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time.
The Panthers are going to take another timeout. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So second down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on third.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That one looks like he'll throw here. This will be caught at the 2. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that trip to the end zone, I think that's the dagger.
Handshakes all around now. Everybody looking at each other and starting to celebrate.